Ready for battle. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round one. Capture the objective.
You must like having me.
The objective is
In range of the objective. Form up on me.
You're busy than ever. I'm here. Execute them.
Sniper, be careful.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu? Wait for Here we go! No one can hide from my sight. No one can hide from my sight. Celine. Yeah!
Into the iris.
Positioning.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round 2. Capture the objective.
They must not take the objective.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
And stay down.
Check this out.
Anyone else? In range of the objective. Form up on me.
Empirical evidence suggests I'm the hammer. This will protect us.
Enemy seen.
I feel great.
From fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Taking the objective. Converge on me. Great protective. Your select is allowed.
No one can hide from my sight.
Widowmaker here. Back in the fight.
Oh, let's break it. Let's drop the beat. To the beat.
I'm on fire. Fight.
我が敵を食らう
They're on the point. Take them out.
See ya. Check this out. To the beat.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. No one can hide from my sight.
Listen of all you.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round 3. Capture the objective.
I feel sad in the morning.
This is awesome.
Everyone, on the objective.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Come summon just
They're on the point. Take them out.
Yeah, let's pick it up.
Objective A captured. New defense point. Objective B.
Thank you. Such potential. Claim the objective. They outnumber us.
The objective. Rally to my position.
Огонь по готовности! Огонь по готовности! Heroes never die.
Hi there.
Zenyatta is here.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. Blood for blood.
Sniper, be careful.
Round one. Complete. Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Bonjour.
Let's try that again.
No one can hide from my sight.
I got a bit too excited.
Огонь по готовности! Heroes never die.
On the objective, rally to my position.
Much appreciated. We need to defend the point. The enemies are taking objective. I'm on fire. Keep it going. I've got you covered.
60 seconds remaining.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Enemy coming ahead.
Oh, let's break it.
Огонь по готовности!
30 seconds.
Heroes never Огонь по готовности!
10 seconds.
We're running out of time. Go quickly.
Hey,
New defense point. Objective B.
Hey there. Sapper.
Much better.
Enemy turret ahead. Let's try that again.
Heroes never die.
on the objective, rally to my position.
Petting out the welcome mat.
Step Rider.
Round 2. Complete.
Огонь!
Score 2-2.
It's control.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
This will protect us.
Heroes never die. Nice to sight.
Area
60 seconds remaining.
Right there. Back in the fight.
Огонь по готовности!
30 seconds remaining.
Heroes never die.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Danke.
I almost feel something.
Hey,
10 seconds remaining.
tactical analysis suggests we're running out of time. Attack!
Step rider.
Heroes never die.
Огонь по готовности!
Helden sterben nicht.
Armor up!
Round complete.
Get your armor!
My thanks.
Score 2-2. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective Ready for battle.
Hiya! Hiya!
I have big plans for you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
No one can hide from my sight.
Check this out. Here, pick it up.
Enemy turret down!
On the objective. Stop me if you can.
Lesson learned.
Protect the objective. There we go.
I can use this.
No one can hide from my sight.
Spot
échappe à mon regard.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Oh, you coward! Enemy turret ahead!
Moving the payload. Let's go.
Raising the volume.
Look at me
Check
go.
this out.
Огонь по готовности!
How are you?
Team kill.
No one can hide from my sight. Attention au tunnel de pied.
I need to temper my temper.
Danke.
Drop the beat.
Heroes never die.
No one can hide from my sight.
Fire. Everyone follow me. Just in time.
30 seconds remaining.
Armor up!
Hang in there. Our target is almost done.
Armor here!
Enemy seen.
Hotter than a furnace!
10 seconds.
Fire at will!
Fanning out the welcome mat!
Double
Love will surely come.
Thank you. Round 1 complete. Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Fighting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Stay alive.
Over here.
Raising the volume.
Just what I needed.
I have the objective.
Right ahead.
Gonna make you feel
Use
better.
caution.
Огонь по готовности.
Maintaining connection.
No one can hide.
Heroes never die. Damage increase.
Hello. Salut.
Stop the payload.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Ahead. Use caution.
Hiya! Enemy seen.
Let's get started.
Drop the beat.
And stay. Hiya! Let's get to that outfit. Heroes never die. Looks like you need a timeout. I'm in the zone. I'm with you.
Hello. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Setting out the welcome mat. Let's get started.
Огонь по готовности.
Helden sterben nicht. Brilliant rescue. Helden sterben nicht.
No one can hide from my sight.
Enemy team ahead.
Eliminated.
Огонь по Did that hurt?
Ready for battle.
I foresee great things for you.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Hello. Hello. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard. Helden sterben nicht.
Wait for it.
Damage increased. Hello.
I'm here. Enemy turret ahead. How about a second chance?
No one can hide from my sight. No one can hide from my sight.
Such potential. Let's do this. Ah. All right. Now, two for two are bitter for two. 友人の剣をくれ!
Nothing to. Anyone else? Enemy turret! Let's try that again. Yeah. Smack. Repeat.
I'm taking care. Oh, that's better. No one can hide from my sight. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Helden sterben.
No, that's what I had in mind. Come get your armor.
60
No
seconds.
one can hide from my
Right
sight.
beside you.
I foresee great things for you.
Damage boost and get there.
Who's on fire? I am.
30 seconds.
Helden sterben nicht.
That's you again. Tip top.
Fire at will.
10 seconds.
Heroes never die.
Let's have a westward.
Round 1. Complete.
Hey there. Hello.
Score 0 to 1. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
That was close.
That was on purpose.
Connection ongoing. Hello.
Hey there.
No one can hide from my sight.
Fire at will.
game.
Ready for battle.
Hey there.
Say greetings.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Let's get moving. I got papers to sign. You spot a golf cart? Can you let me know? That kid never brought it back.
Sniper.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Cut off the payload! Sniper, be careful.
Perfection in flight.
Helden sterben nicht.
Stop the payload!
Music to my ears. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Never much lacked. How's it going? Hello.
Heroes, огонь по готовности.
A little known trivia.
Now get in there.
No one can hide from my sight.
never die.
Forward.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
En route.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Thanks for the assist.
No one can hide from my sight.
Much like you. Bad guys.
Escort the payload.
Thanks, Doc. Stick around.
Justice.
One small step. I feel great. Fine. Let's keep it moving.
Greetings. I'm taking care of them.
Barrier activated. Touching shot. Barrier activated.
spirit grows strong.
I am.
Time to
Strongest woman alive.
I've got you.
Back.
Personne n'échappe.
Heroes never die.
My willpower is burning.
Огонь по готовности. The payload has reached the checkpoint. Огонь по готовности.
Where were we?
Be ready.
Keep the payload moving.
No one can hide from my sight.
I'm taking care. Going in the payload.
Die sterben nicht.
Looks like you need a timeout. I'm in the zone.
Fire at will.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Behind you.
Come here and I will heal.
Helden sterben nicht.
Powered up.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Helden sterben nicht.
Round 2 complete. Score 3-3. Initiating match.
Better get going. The Silver Moon Studios people aren't as patient as I am.
Ready for battle. 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Allez-y. À la mort. Remove them off the objective. Merci.
10 seconds remaining.
Wait for
Round 3. Complete.
Heroes never die.
Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Better get going. The Silver Moon Studios people aren't as patient as I am.
Don't move.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Greetings.
Victory! Play of the game.
No one can hide from my sight.
Nah, coming hot for the #1 spot, yeah. No key, got the game on lock, ayy. Big threes when I take my shot, ayy. On the rise and we ain't gon' drop on the grind. It's our time, just watch. If you want it, you can get it. Life gets hard, but don't you let it get you down. Go get the crown because our time is now. Ayy, we gotta get it. Gotta get up, gotta go, we gotta get it. Ayy, they won't forget us. Made it happen and we all became legends. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it. We can't be contained when we leave the game. My name will remain. We don't need the fame. You can keep this chain. We broke free so things won't be the same. Nah, on the mission, gotta get it. Let's work. You were raised on the net. I'm raising my net worth. But it ain't about the money, nah. It ain't about the cause. All that matters is the world knows who we are. Stars. If you want it, you can get it. Life gets hard, but don't you let it get you down. Go get the crown because our time is now. Hey, we gotta get it. Gotta get up, gotta go, we gotta get it. Hey, they won't forget us. Made it happen and we all became legends. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it. Know that our time is now. Yes, life can get hard, but don't ever let it keep you down. See, we are all kings and queens and we all deserve crowns. So don't wait. Get up, go out and get it. Now. Hey, we gotta get it. Gotta get up, gotta go, we gotta get it. Hey, they won't forget us. Made it happen and we all became legends. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it. We gotta get it. Gotta get it, gotta get it. We gotta get it. Gotta get it, gotta get it, get it.
Good afternoon, Cowser! Welcome to the ACGL Overwatch Classic Community Cup. I'm Nauri, or Sam. I'm going to be one of your casters today, and joining me on the mic is Lexodian, question mark? How are we saying
Yes,
that? Bro?
sir. It's Lixodian.
All right, sick.
Yeah.
How you doing, bro?
I've got Lixodian. I've got all of the funny ones, but it's definitely Lixodian.
Oh shit! Okay, I got it right first time. Go me. How are you feeling? I know that you haven't casted a whole lot of Overwatch, so you know, are you excited for the matches today?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen some silly, goofy Overwatch, so I'm always a fan of the memes.
Overwatch Classic do go burr. Obviously, we've had a few games already. We've advanced somewhat through the bracket. First round has already been done. Any upsets that caught your eye?
Maybe the first game that we saw, the IB9 spectacle, where I think IB forgot to call to touch the point like 3 times. But yeah, the Monarch Five Nights team beating IB was definitely not in my bingo card, but yeah, it was a good game to watch.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's what we're here for. We love the upsets. And bearing in mind, for any of you that for some reason are not aware by this point, you should know, but I'm going to go through it anyway. The Overwatch Classic Community Cup is, of course, on the Classic 6v6 mode. Hero locks are in place now, so unfortunately no 3 Winstons and 3 Lucios, but there are no role locks, so you can really go mad with some of your compositions. And of course, we've rolled back the clock on hero abilities, hide and seek, mercy, simple geometry, you know, all of those fun things are back in the game. And sadly, some of our favorite heroes are no longer in the game. You know how much we love, you know, Brig and Doomfist. You know, it's such a pity to not have them in the game, right?
Me, I really miss Sombra, you know, getting hacked off the wall.
Yes, honestly.
EMP while I'm busy beating, you know, it just...
Yeah, I feel you. All right, so looking forward to it. We're going to be jumping into our next matchup, which I believe we're checking out. Who are we checking out?
It's Lunettes and Monarch versus Five Nights.
That's the one. All right, Lunettes versus Monarch X Five Nights. And of course, Five Nights is the team that brought us that very interesting upset a little bit earlier today. But for now, let's take a look at Lunettes. Exodian, you're a little bit more familiar with the scene, so why don't you give us the lowdown on some of these players?
Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot of interesting things here. Queen Scarlet on the Zarya, when, you know, we used to know them as a support player, but transitioned to tank for Lunettes. Decaf is also another interesting one on the Mercy, because I know Decaf as a May 1 trick. So seeing him on support is kind of an interesting turn of events. And then also Slappy Daddy on the Widowmaker. Lots of Moira from her. Lots of Moira. So, I mean, the rest of them make a lot of sense. Maverick on the Diva, Sleep on the Lucio, Stormy on the Soldier. You know, those are classic picks for them.
Okay. So I believe that this just kind of gives us a bit of an overview of kind of roles that they've been playing recently, not necessarily like a specific comp, but as you say, there are some interesting changes that we might be seeing today. And of course, the Monarch Five Nights gang, who had a really cool performance a little bit earlier. Obviously, we got to catch the tail end of that, or at least I caught the tail end of it. A little bit delayed on my day, but it was really cool to watch. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do here. So here's the question, right? Do we think that Five Nights X Monarch, other way around, whatever, keep this ball rolling all the way to finals? Or
I'm going to be real here.
Okay.
I think that Lunettes are definitely an underdog coming into this because they're such a new team, right? They formed not too long ago. A lot of them coming from separate teams and then starting to play together on Lunettes under my very own captain, Phoenix Tears, who's coaching them.
Phoenix is my goat.
He really is the GOAT, honestly. But he has been coaching this Lunettes team, so it's definitely a new team versus a bunch of old heads. Like the Unks are favored here.
Mm-hmm. So, obviously, with us rolling back the years, it does mean that we're also missing a few maps, maybe some of your favorites, who knows. But some of my favorites are back. Assault is back in the pool. When I say favorite, I don't mean favorite game mode. I just mean, you know, aesthetically. Like, Hanamura was one of the prettiest maps we had in the game. Still playable now in a new form. But the old Assault format, the 2CP a crowd favorite is available to play. So looking forward to seeing how that's going to be, particularly because we haven't seen any of it in recent times with it being removed from Overwatch 2. So that's going to be a big throwback. But we're going to kick things off on Control, and it looks like we're starting here on Lijiang Tower.
Absolutely not surprised seeing Lijiang. I mean, I think every team has picked Lijiang as their first map. I don't know if there's been any discrepancies there, but Lijiang just is the favorite for Control. People too scared of the Lucio on Ilios.
Or the Hog, to be fair.
Oh yeah, Hog 1.0, getting hooked through time.
Into
Not
a
fun.
well. It's great. It's so great. Yeah, I'll be honest, right? We were playing a little bit of the 6v6 yesterday, and boy howdy, that nostalgia, that really does smack you in the face and beat you down with a pan, doesn't it?
It's definitely the shock that you need to remember how far Overwatch has actually come to be as quote unquote enjoyable in Overwatch 2. Still love getting hacked, my favorite ability.
Hack the planet.
But yeah, I really want to see if we're gonna get any Lucio rollouts on this map.
So the fun thing for me is obviously, so this is at a time when Symmetra was still a support. Yes, guys, if you're new to Overwatch 2, Symmetra used to be a support hero, and she could troll TPU off the map. In fact, she used to do that frequently, depending on who you had in your games. But as we roll into our first map here, we're not going to see any of those shenanigans. Instead, we're seeing some pretty kind of standard setups here. However, we've got something kind of Slambulance-esque coming out of the Lunettes here. 4 tanks with 2 supports. So they are going for some serious stomping power.
I'm not sure who the chef was there, but give them their 4th Michelin star. Because 4 tanks is very scary.
Oh yeah, the Slambulance of old. It was a crowd favorite. But here we go. First engagement already looking to happen as Maverick is making his way in onto the point now. Relatively unsupported, but that's okay. Stormy gets the hook through the 9th dimension. We'll get the first kill. But with Maverick going down, you're separated from the rest of the team. That's no shield, and that means that Monarch have so much space to play with. Despite the big, beefy tanks of Lunettes, the healing just cannot keep up, and Monarch will clean up, and they'll capture the point.
This Zarya is 100% going to be a problem for the Lunettes. If they cannot kill her, she is going to get so much charge from all of that tank damage that's going to come in. And obviously you can't leave Blaine uncontested. That man doesn't miss.
We get a little bit of damage done through nice and early. Keep that charge up as Stalker going in it to win it. Primal Rage is out. The boops coming through. Good to get Sleep down. Clearly didn't have that jump ready and available, and Stalker's just going to keep going, keeping them off the point. Now, with the ult over, he's got his Tesla cannon back, and he's just going to mow through, backed up by Jesse for that little bit of cleanup, and Lucio, well, Queen Scarlet knows when the battle's lost.
I think also noting that Mercy gets her ult so quickly. If Decaf had lived there, maybe the fight looks a little bit different, because then maybe Maverick gets his Shatter, maybe Sleep gets his Primal, and those are fight turning ultimates.
The ult
big
cycling
grab
from Monarch is so good. They already have grab on point. There's a Primal Rage happening on point, but there's no one there. The Earth Shatter comes through, but all it gets is Stalker. Meanwhile, the rest of Lunettes get cleaned up. And I will say the one good thing, they all die together, so there's no stagger. They could get another 2 to 3 fights out of this.
The problem being, the Monarch ult economy is absolutely excellent. It's maybe even, dare I say it, exquisite. They have 5 ultimates, and they just used, what, 2 of them? So it's looking kind of rough. But Lunettes can maybe change this with the Hog ult.
Oh man, Jesse just playing that cleanup, the tracer that you want. Hook not quite connecting. Yeah, Stormy's gonna try to stay alive, but not enough healing to sustain. Now we're just trying to put bodies on the point, but it's not to be. Monarch melting through this tanky lineup. We did see Sleep swap over onto the Widowmaker, but just has not managed to find any sort of purchase. Meanwhile, a second grab just to keep Lunettes from touching, and that's gonna be Monarch with a 100-0 hold on map 1.
Stalker rage quit after winning? It's kind of funny. But what I'm surprised about is that we did not see a single Mercy res that entire point. Decaf was just getting hunted down the entire time. There was no space to actually sit and hide because Jesse was going to come find him. Jesse had his number.
Yeah, Jesse was playing a really, really good, annoying Tracer. Get into that back line. We talk about the hide and seek Mercy, but we had the hide and seek Tracer going on there. Wait until something's low. And that's what made the dive comp of old so incredibly strong, because Winston with his Tesla cannon, he'll get you nice and low, and all Tracer has to do is come from behind and do a little bit of cleanup. She's always been the cleanup crew. So
sure.
Jesse does a great job of maintaining. And as you said, right, Decaf just constantly getting hunted down and focused out. So there's no chance for that Mercy hide and seek raise. There's no opportunity. And on the other side, I mean, Smiley didn't need it. Monarch just continued to be a terrifying force. We move on to the second point here of Li Jiang. Again, we're going with the 3-tank setup. Now, we've seen that it can be potent. You're kind of playing Roadhog as a pseudo DPS, and with the one-shot ability, it can work. However, you're running into Monarch's very brawl-heavy composition. They want to fight you up close and personal. Could just play right into their hands.
I'm really worried that Lunettes won't figure out the target priority list here, because it's really tough balancing. Do we need to get rid of the Zarya first? Do we need to get rid of the Mercy first? Because Mercy is maybe your target number 1, but if that Zarya stays alive for too long, people are going to start dying left, right, and center.
Well, it's going to be the Roadhog that doesn't get to survive. Lunettes managed to make their way in on towards the point here, but instantly the fight back is so good. The target prio is exactly where it needs to be, and everyone just gets melted. Sleep will put Smiley to sleep, but at that point, there's not really too much to say about it, and Monarch will flip the point early on.
Yeah, I mean, that fight went by so quickly. Monarch knew exactly what to do, and you're kind of seeing the experience from Monarch over the Lunettes, who's still kind of, I think, trying to find their feet. And now it's an Overwatch Classic tournament as well, so, I mean, it is a little bit rough.
Oh, that's rough. When your Mercy just goes battle like that, I think at that point it's just a bit of a head game. And bearing in mind, of course, this is the old Cass with, you know, the stun, the dreaded stun. Just absolutely terrifying what this hero can get done. And now Lunettes didn't even really have a chance to get out of spawn. So now we're going to Lucio speed boost. We're going to try and get our way, circumvent, get towards the point. Nope, we're staggering up in high ground, going on a bit of a round-the-world tour here, but they're going to walk straight into Monarchs. Oh, the hammer down comes through, but it's instantly countered by the Graviton Surge, which means that it gets absolutely no value.
Oh, huge res,
3-person
actually.
res. It finally happened. Decaf, the hide-and-seek Mercy comes to fruition. The whole hog is out, trying to focus down this Reinhardt. Pocket healed until Kingdom Come, but Ryan lives for so long, not long enough. And finally, Lunettes will win a fight and cap the point.
Unbelievable huge res. It was a fight-winning res for sure, and that was the hide and seek Mercy that we've been waiting for. We didn't get treated to it on the first point because Jesse was just so on top of it, but I think Jesse let the ball drop just a little bit, and Decaf knew that. Decaf just beautiful play, honestly.
But honestly, they also knew that the grab was coming, so if they stay bundled up, they could take advantage of that. But there you go. Our Stalker just does that. He walks straight through 3-person shatter. And all of the progress that Lunettes managed to get is instantly taken away from them off the back of 2 ultimates. Outrageous.
That might be an MTD. That was definitely an MTD shatter. Absolutely large from Stalker there. And only having to commit, 2 ultimates there? I'm not sure if the Tracer pulse bombed that. But the ult rotation is looking good.
Yeah, the high noon. Oh, man, there's no way he gets 3 there. That's actually outrageous, bro. There were so many shields in the way. Everyone was getting so dangerously low, but no one was actually dead. And then it does manage to come through. Unfortunately, now a lone Zarya on the point, trying to just stall it out as long as possible. Sleep is in their back line, bro. He's having a whale of a time, but unfortunately, there is no one to touch. And the first map goes pretty one-sidedly in favor of Monarch X5 Knights.
Yeah, I mean, the Zarya was a really, really dangerous play. I mean, and then also Stalker. The Reinhardt from Stalker is kind of schnasty. This play was absolutely disgusting. The massive shatter. But we got to give credit where it's due. Lunettes have been playing as well as they could be playing for a new team. A team with probably still teething problems, you know, trying to figure out the comms, trying to figure out their synergy. And now they're doing it in a new mode where the characters that they normally play aren't in there. So they're really doing well. And that res from Decaf was so heads up. So definitely good shout to Lunettes.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing some signs of some like good moments, some good plays, but unfortunately it does kind of feel like there's a little bit of an outclass happening at the moment. But that was obviously only map 1. There's always the possibility that we see things turn around a bit. And I mean, the thing about the King of the Hill maps, they can be a little bit coin flippy. It's so difficult to really gauge the strength of a team on a map like that. So it does kind of give you a head start, right? You're now 1 map up. That's massive. But as we head into the next couple of maps, then we might start to see a little bit of pushback here, or at least we hope so. Obviously, again, the hero limitations make it difficult, right? For your support, you're going Lucio Mercy. You could go Symmetra, but remember that Symmetra doesn't have a heal. So while she is supportive, she's not going to keep you up, which is why most teams are going to kind of veto that entirely. What we haven't really seen much of, which I'd kind of like to see as we head to some of the later maps, is that like Symmetra TP. Actually, I would have loved to have seen that on the King of the Hill. But the Symmetra TP for that little bit of extra speed to get you to the point faster and then swap off. But who knows? Maybe we'll see that a bit later on.
I mean, we also don't get to see the Volskaya left side TP because they picked Hanamura. And also, this could be very 2CP-able. I think Lunettes can definitely put up a big fight because 2CP last point fights can go on until the cows come home. So we just don't know what could happen.
Slight correction, okay? It's okay, you know, sometimes we make mistakes. It's an older mode. The map is not called Hanamura, it's called Drawamura.
Oh, right, yes, sorry, I completely forgot.
That's okay, you know.
Yeah, it's been a minute, it's been a while. It's I've been in Overwatch 2 for a long time, so we haven't played this map, you know.
It's been a minute, yeah. We'll see if we get to go to Scrim's Row a bit later, but for now we'll be heading over to Hanamura. It's one of my favorite maps as well. I was talking about the aesthetic for it, but also it's a very cheesable map, right? Like Bastion was always a favorite on this map, particularly on second point. Because it can become so unbearably annoying. And even that Symmetra that I was talking about, you can really get a lot done with that on both attack and defense, right? Defense, you're kind of denying space, and that can work really well. Attack, if you get onto the point really quickly, you can stop the re-aggressors from coming through and stop that control from flipping back over. So it would be interesting. Unfortunately, however, not to be the case. Instead, we've got something dive. Yeah, this is kind of divey. Okay,
that's definitely dive. The Widow's a little bit strange. But
yeah,
I mean,
it's the Widow.
OG
that's
Lucio Zen dive.
I love to see that. You just add the Tracer in there.
To see it again.
And, yeah, it would have been a full-on dive banger. I'll be honest, the thing I miss most about Overwatch 1 is the flex tank, but it is a little bit busted. So, and Lunette's still going with this triple tank thing. Interestingly, Stormy now on the Diva. Now that does make the composition a little bit more divey, but they're running a brawl comp. So your Diva and your Lucio are either going to frag or they're going to int.
Yeah, if your team isn't working with you, then Diva's going to int, and that is just free ult charge. We don't like that when you're playing into dive.
All right, well, here we go. Instantly, Queen trying to make it through this choke point bubble, keeping them alive just a moment longer while Jesse gets all the way into the back line. Somehow, Queen is alive. How? How are you still alive as the rest of Monarch managed to just decimate the back line? And it's actually Stalker who will be the first to go down. Beautiful Winston plays here to keep themselves alive that little bit longer. They allowed the Genji to get into the back line, and so quickly that first point will flip.
It just felt like Monarch were building a house of cards there, and they didn't mess it up. Because one thing goes wrong, and that push is just absolutely negated. But it went well. Like, it went well. They're just really good at building cards.
Can't relate, man. I'm more of a Lego person myself.
Lego's easy mode.
Oh, geez, don't let my 11-year-old nephew hear you say that. But here we go. We're gonna be heading straight into the second point here. We got our skates on, trying to get in fast and furious, going for that choke point push again, but taking so much early chip damage. They have managed to take out Stormy, and Sleep is down. Graviton Surge on the point. And this point is so quickly going the way of the first. Blaine getting hyper-focused in by that Winston, but let's face it, there wasn't too much more to be done there. The Blade Storm comes out as well just to clean up. And Monarch take it with 5:27 left on the clock.
Sorry, I just wiped my eyes and then the game was over. What just happened? How? That was so fast. They practically just walked in, killed, took the point, left. Cool.
Have a nice day. Yeah. Dive, Gober. There's a reason, obviously, that Dive was the predominant meta for so incredibly long in Overwatch 1. It took a really long time for that to get unseated. And we get to see it kind of play out for us here. And bearing in mind, of course, we had a couple of questions about that Widow, but that Widow can get so much done on some of those high grounds. There's a lot of those to abuse on this map. And Blaine does a great job of that. So now we're going to swap roles. Lunette's now going to have to try to mount an attack.
The Torbjorn coming out from the Monarchs, though, is...
Yeah. I mean, Torb is really good on this point, to be fair. Like,
no, for sure.
The space denial and the chokes, if you can get that Molten Core out relatively easy, spicy. Lunette's now also going for... Okay, 3
I'm not sure
supports.
What that is.
Yeah, 3 supports, 2 tanks, and your only DPS is a Widowmaker against a shield and a bubble. This is not gonna go well. I predict some swaps.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sleep should maybe consider going to... Oh my days, Jesse just deleted.
2 of them, bro. Just get straight into their crash line before they even get the chance to leave spawn, and the entire team is dead.
Are they winning these fights too fast?
They didn't even get to the choke point, bro.
They blinked, and then Monarch was right on top of them.
Holy Blaine, please. Don't do them like this.
This is a little bit disgusting. Are we allowed to show this on cast? Is this friendly?
I mean, this is literally cyberbullying.
We might need to get mods to check this one out.
Check.
The pulse bomb is disgusting.
Bro, Jesse has no fear. Oh!
Okay,
that's what you get for having no fear. Oh!
He should have had fear.
Okay. This is where things could maybe turn around. Jesse's back up, but Blaine is down. Oh no, they just get so aggressive. They run straight into Lunette's front line. They take out the Reinhardt and the support of Lucio, and that forces Lunette to have to back off. This is a nasty little spawn camp.
The Mercy Blicky was that was disrespect. Like, you know when your only healer is pulling out the Glock? Yeah, that's tough to watch.
Alright, Sleep already off the board. Oh, pause coming through there.
A pause.
That's
I wonder what
crazy.
happened there.
Oh, there we go. We have a DC. All good. Yeah, so let's take a moment here. Lunettes are really struggling, and I was saying I was waiting for a potential comp change up, so we have seen the cast come out, because obviously they need a little bit more damage here. I think they wait for the triple support because they kind of misunderstood the assignment, right? They're like, oh, we're dying so quickly, we need more healing. But what you really need is target prioritization. And it feels like they've just kind of misunderstood what the win condition here is.
Yeah, I think not recognizing that some of your damage is quote unquote wasted by looking at the wrong person at the wrong time, kind of realizing what your problem is, prioritizing those problems. Yeah, if you're not doing that, you're going to struggle to get anywhere, especially against a team that is so well practiced, so well coordinated, and that knows each other so well. They've been playing together for how long now? It's kind of tough trying to adjust on the fly as a new team, kind of still trying to figure each other out, and then have this well-practiced, lots of experienced team, just kind of styling on you.
And this kind of begged the question. I mean, how many of these players had the opportunity to play Overwatch 1 in its heyday, right? I mean, it's one thing if you've got like some of the veteran players that have been around since like 2017, 2016, who got to play through this, and it's just kind of muscle memory. But for some of these players, it might be a very new experience. So to try to kind of get into the groove of what Overwatch 1 is actually like can also prove to be a little bit difficult. So I think that we might be seeing some potential growing pains there as well. There's a lot that could be factoring into this. But hopefully we'll get to see them pick things up a little bit as the map goes on. Only map 2, first to 3. There's always the chance for the comeback.
The reverse sweep. The brooms have got to come out. But what I'm worried about is, the whole thing of like what you said, some of these players only starting in Overwatch 2, and Overwatch 1 at its prime, like at the start, is such a different game. You could almost say it's a different game because it functions differently. It's a lot slower paced. There's a lot less. It's not as fast, so you need to be more deliberate with your damage. And obviously there's no burst healing, so you can't just kind of stand in a choke and take it. You have to, your rotations have meaning, your damage has meaning, your healing has meaning, and it's such a tricky balancing act, having to navigate this.
And that's actually a good shout, because like the first burst heal that we got was Ana with the biotic grenade. Prior to that, everything was a hot. Yeah. And I think that, for a lot of teams, it might be difficult to adjust to something like that. Also, the TTK is different. Stuns are very different. Remember, going from Overwatch 1 into Overwatch 2, they massively nerfed crowd control. They're slowly kind of bringing in a little bit more of the crowd control again, but they had almost entirely cut it out. Things like Cass's stun. As kind of Overwatch went on, we had things like Brig stun, right? So CC was a much more impactful part of the game that maybe Overwatch 2 enjoyers are less familiar with. So again, there's that learning curve that I think, some of our newer teams might struggle with a lot more.
Yeah, and if you don't know the pain of, crowd control, like the Mei freeze and the Cass stun,
Lord, yes.
or like the Brig stun, if you don't know that pain, you don't know how much it impacts the game actually. As a tracer, getting stunned by Cassidy just means you're dead. Like, you don't have any counterplay to that. You are just simply dead. Or Reinhardt's playing against Cass, and the Cass flashes above the shield, and now suddenly you're so open, the entire team looks at you, and you're just dead. And then, having to deal with also things like damage boost and Discord orb and all of that stuff. It's really rough for people who aren't familiar with it, who didn't go through that when it was at its peak, at its prime. It's just really difficult. So you can't even blame them, because some of them really only started playing in Overwatch 2.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about some of the really like rough combos, like Cass's stun right click. Like, that right click was so painful. Or like, Tracer, a full clip in a melee and you were just dead. Roadhog, everyone knows the hook, left click, right click melee. Just some really, really painful combos that came through in Overwatch 1. The one shot shenanigans that really made life difficult.
And also, like, when Brig came out and she had that bash flail combo where you could launch forward. I was definitely an abuser.
Yeah, bash flail was also just like a one shot. You were done. They had to heavily nerf that at a point as well. Just a lot of stuff has changed massively. I mean, you felt it yourself, right? We were playing a little bit of Overwatch 1 yesterday. You like to play the Lucio, and you're like, oh man, Lucio's so different. And Lucio's not even that different when you think about heroes like Cass, like Symmetra, that have gone through like overhauls,
massive changes.
Right? Yeah. So
or Hog as well.
Exactly, yeah. So just trying to come to terms with a lot of those adaptations. There you go. Words are hard. It can be very, very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things from Overwatch 1 got improved. So like the Lucio getting speed boost off of wall jump, or Cass not being as oppressive with his stun, or May's freeze that is now gone. Thank you so much, Blizzard. That was a time.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing when it's an ultimate, but to have it just be like your left click, it got a little bit rough around the edges. We are going to be getting back into the game momentarily, guys. Thank you for listening to our podcast as we reminisce.
Yeah, this will be out on Spotify.
Reminiscing on Overwatch 1. But yeah, we'll be getting back in momentarily, so give us a moment. Back into what we were seeing a moment ago, right? We're talking about how this dive composition has just been so difficult to deal with. We need to see a little bit of target prioritization from the Lunettes here, because they don't have a lot of opportunities, as immediately Reinhardt charges into their back line. The counter charge to come through, the shatter getting stunned out is massive. We've gone trade for trade here. Ryan for Ryan. Go on.
Yeah, I was about to say, unfortunately, with Overwatch 2, we got the addition of losing ultimates. But the Shatter got stunned out there, and they still keep the Shatter. So this is quite a, it would have been a massive play had it been Overwatch 2.
I mean, I'll be real. I've lost a few ults by dying in Overwatch 1. So, can't relate. But, oh, there we go. We finally get to see the Shatter come through here. It's not the one we expected. We were waiting for the Lunette Shatter to come through, but Maverick not given the opportunity, a bit late to spawn in. The 3-person res! But what will come off the back of it? Because unfortunately, both supports are already down. Now Maverick and Stormy in tandem. They've taken down one of the tanks and one of the problem children in the Torchborn, but Maverick charges straight into Jesse, and Jesse will clean up. Zarya now.
Jesse has been so handy with that broom.
With that broom. How much more can he get done, though? Yeah, Queen's a little bit low on the HP here, hammering away, but Sleep will clean it up. Lunette, will they finally be able to capture the point here?
It is actually looking likely. If Jesse or Stalker doesn't make it back to point fast enough, they might actually cap this. But Tracer's got a few blinks, so I just don't think that's likely.
Oh, Pulse Bomb hits onto the turret. Not the end of the world, but Monarch will immediately re-engage. They don't even wait. They don't group as 5. Stalker just rushes straight in onto the point and gets more value than is reasonable. And of course, Jesse will go straight into their back line and start being an absolute menace. Okay, that's just BM at that
That's BM. Wow. Did Jesse go to like janitorial school? Because the cleanup is insane. The Pulse Bomb is disgusting.
That's what you call cleanup, right? Decaf, no more 3-person reses for you. Ult wasn't online, but you know what? We'll risk it. Take down the Maverick, no shield for them, and there is no chance at a re-aggress. 4 seconds left, the time ticks down, the High Noon comes out for space denial. They can't get out of spawn, and Monarch will take the first round on Hanamura.
That was unfortunately a really rough skill check. It was a 5-minute to 0 cap. It's just tough because of all of the things we said, right? They don't really know the ins and outs, the intricacies, the little details is missing.
Refer to podcast.
Yes, refer to podcast. That we'll make it available later. What are we calling our podcast even?
Why Overwatch 1 was bad. .jpg.
Say yappa yappa.
I mean, yeah, if you want to, that's fine. Caster's yapping.
Yeah, Caster's yapping. I like that. Yeah, so I wonder where Lunettes will take us for hybrid. Could it be Scrims Row?
Japanese on Hanamura.
Yes! Okay, yes. You got it. You cooked with that one.
Yeah, that one took me a second.
Get her Michelin star.
All right, map 3, brother. That is, I believe, hybrid, as you said.
Yes. So
I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm feeling the Scrims Row. I'll be honest. That going back to like 2017, that has always been a South African favorite. Teams love that map. So I would be very surprised if we don't see that come through.
I would be upset if we don't get the Ryan Zarya Lucio. It's
for real.
the standard. If you play King's Row, you must play Ryan Zarya or you will be found by Jeff.
By Jeff, huh?
Yeah,
Jeff left.
because Jeff
Like,
was still involved.
gone.
He was still
No,
involved.
but he's gone now.
Unfortunately.
And it looks like it is Scrim's Row.
Scrim's Row.
Yeah. Do not be
Would it
fooled
really
by the
be
word
any other map?
TBD. Peaches inting. It is King's Row.
TBD, that's a new map. I don't know that one.
Yeah. New maps in Overwatch 1? Nah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, we
Is
didn't get
this
new
the hidden
in
map?
Overwatch 1. It's like an Easter egg map. It's like
Yeah,
the
you have to
winter
go through the
version,
files. Yeah. Oh, not going to King's Row?
Oh, it's gone. Not King's Row. Oh, no, it's King's Row.
It's definitely King's Row.
Okay.
Maybe they were like, nah, wait, psych, we're joking. And then...
So I'm looking for the El Clasico. You know what? Double Sniper was a fan favorite on this map as well.
Oh,
now that can be really
true.
difficult. So it can be difficult on defense just because you're likely to run into a dive comp. But if you're on attack, you want to get a couple of early picks from that top window, then swap off onto something a bit more broadly. Maybe we will get our simple geometry.
Scatter. Can't wait to see it. It's surprising that we don't see as much Hanzo. I think the only Hanzo we saw on cast today was in the IB Five Nights game. And we got some classic scatter arrow gaming, where one moment there's a tank, next moment there's a red mist.
I'll be real, like in like the first game that we played yesterday, the spawn doors opened and I died to scatter arrow. It was literally that quick.
Yeah, scatter arrow is definitely one of the abilities of all time. Thank you, Blizzard.
Yes, thank you for removing it, Blizzard.
Honestly, saved a lot of people from a lot of trauma.
I mean, it was such a skillful ability. They had to get rid of it. It was just too high skill ceiling. Couldn't let it.
I have a
live.
hot take.
Go on.
I think that Moira's skill orb is scatter arrow light.
Yes, but no.
Hear me out on it. Hear me out. So,
Okay.
scatter arrow does things in a certain space. Moira orb does things in a certain space. Therefore, the same. Right? Flawless logic.
No. That's
No?
definitely not how that works.
Not? Man,
Good
I
attempt,
cooked.
though. Good attempt.
Maybe get me out of the kitchen.
Oh, that's a soldier. Oh, that's a Symmetra. Are you debating us? I feel like you're debating us. There isn't a
This is
single tank on
definitely a
that team.
debate.
Yeah, there's no tank.
This is... Unless they are...
I mean,
I
if
don't
you were
wanna
going to
say
debate
this.
us, at least debate us with a Hanzo. Like, what is this?
True. Like, where is the Hanzo gameplay? When do I get to see my scatter?
I'll be honest, though, against 3 tanks, I think this cooks. Like, just the,
Oh, you're right.
the sheer amount of damage. Oh, there's the Widow. The early pick Widow. The damage boost, question mark. Come on. Oh, the counter Widow ready and
sleep.
waiting.
I don't know if we missed that.
Nah, Jesse, just that little bit better. Not swapping off. Blaine is going to be on the soldier this time around. Hook 1.0. And that is Genji off board immediately. Now, Mercy in a little bit of danger there. Up in the sky. Knows that Hook is not online. Hook back online. Doesn't connect somehow. Miracles do happen. And finally, Jesse will take out Sleep, which means that there is now a player advantage. Jesse can get all the way into the back line, start dealing with those support. Lucio, not long for this world. However, Wallace will get taken down as well. That could stall out Monarch ever so slightly. The ultimate comes through here from the Widowmaker, and that's going to be Stormy offline. Lunette pushed right off of the point. A barrage, excuse the pun, coming through from the high ground as the pressure continues to mount. And they are still trading out. They are still getting kills, but unfortunately, they have to back away, and they will concede maybe 2 ticks. Surely they regress. Nope! Reinhardt down,
Absolutely not.
and that's point Monarch.
They need to touch it, though. We cannot be IB9ing this.
This is not an IB9. This is a lost
not an
fight.
IB9. Yeah. But, yeah, I think Sleep dying early there just means Jesse had so much free reign, and he became... Oh, well, there he goes again. Jesse is just server admin right now. This lobby belongs to Jesse right now.
Jesse really said, you know what? I'll do it again.
This one's mine.
Oh,
yeah, Jesse just removing people left, right, and center.
That's just a little bit unfair. I mean, we actually saw Blaine on the oh, 3-person res. It's big. Decaf dies, however, which means that there is one less support here to make magic happen, but Stormy is alive, and they will fight back Monarch, regain a little bit of control here. No, payload's still moving. Didn't get as much value as they would have wanted, as Monarch had taken so much early space.
Yeah, I mean,
no!
There's no way. Was that crouching? Are we getting our reps in, or?
Bro.
That's just
Shotgun
rough.
Widowmaker goes hard.
Widow
Holy.
76. The sim ult. First time we see that in a while.
Holy. Oh man, I forgot that she had the beam.
The lock-on beam was disgusting. And
really
then
was.
6
Bro,
turrets?
Bro, that thing hooked on you around corners. Like, it was actually just outrageous. Hook connects, another one down. Wallace with the 2-person res. Anything Decaf can do, Wallace can do too. And they will keep that payload moving as, okay, Genji doesn't even have an ult online, but will dash through 2 people. Decaf going for that res is brave. Oh,
Hanzo Gaming!
Forever. Hanzo
We
Gaming.
finally got the
an
Hanzo
ultimate as well. That's kind of crazy.
It's insane how quickly ultimates build in this mode. The ult economy is a lot faster than it is now, and yeah, you're seeing just a lot of ults happening on the board almost every fight. I wonder if we'll get like a Dragon Blade, Dragon Strike kind of combo. Maybe the 2 Shimada bros going in.
No. That would be very strange.
It would be strange, but I don't put it past them.
There it is. The dragon is out. And now, a headshot onto the Zarya. Bubble will come through to keep her alive just that little bit longer. But there's so much heavy hitting firepower here. The tire comes to get to. And it's just clean up on Isle Lunets.
Oof.
No way that hits, bro. That's actually outrageous.
That is disgusting. The logs are still real.
Trigonometry.
What? Where's that turret?
Yes.
That turret was on there. The turret was definitely on the on an adventure, I'll say.
Oh man, Jesse.
Oh, Jesse.
Bro, it's always the enemy Widow and the enemy Lucio. Every single time. Jesse's just like, easy pickings, thank you. I'll take that. You know that the ult is up. Counter ult as well. Widow v Widow battle. Neither one of them wants to peek and give away their position. Decaf with another 2k res, but instantly the dragon will take one off the board. So now Lunets have to take a moment to regroup. Jesse again wins the battle against Sleep, and it is just absolute heartbreak as the dragon is released. The beat to give that little bit of extra padding, and now we're gonna slice up some pork. No, we're not! The hook connects somehow, though. Genji lives?
That might have just been a little bit of a botched one-shot combo. Maybe he doesn't know it. Maybe it's not that comfortable for him, but wow. The Genji got away with pure murder and scatter.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, Maverick tried to charge out of that. Bro, it wasn't even the dragon that got him. It was a Genji shuriken. No way, brother. All right, Whole Hog is out, gets 2, and that's gonna fight back Monarch a little bit more there. Oh, but the res to come through here. Yeah. Back into a favorable position, but somehow Lunets keep pumping damage into them. Jesse continues to be a problem. Another tire, another Dragon Blade.
Another huge res.
Another, what is happening, bro? Is this goats?
Things are happening on my screen, and it's just happening too fast for my tiny little brain to comprehend what's going on. Because we just had 2 ults, clean up the fight, hide and seek mercy, boom, nah, it's over.
We literally had like 2 ult cycles in one fight. We have another dragon. Like, it is outrageous how quickly these guys are getting their ultimates online, and that's why we're in the middle of a war of attrition right now. Neither one of these 2 teams really finding any footing here with the spawn advantage for Lunettes. They keep fighting back so hard. Now the Tyre trying to get into their backline, trying to find some value. Tyre lived forever in Overwatch 1, my god. And it will finally find purchase onto Maverick. Now Jesse trying to clean up these supports again, give themselves a little bit of space to work with. But even if the shots don't connect, it keeps the supports out of the battle. So they have to send Sleep in, and Sleep will find the value. Now, unfortunately, a lone Symmetra and a regroup becomes necessary.
The spawn times also for the defending team at the very end was so broken because there was so much that Monarch threw at them, and just the entire time, just ult after ult after ult. I think Stalker got 3 tires in that one fight, and we had, what, 2 reses? Maybe 3? And still, the spawn times were just better, and the time to kill, obviously, as we spoke about earlier, is just so long. So what do? How do you win that if you're getting so many ults, they're getting so many ults, and it's just constantly rolling?
Monarch having a little bit more trouble on this map than they did before, but Lunettes have definitely kind of stepped it up a little bit here. Back onto the Slambulance-esque. Still 4 tanks, but no Reinhardt to speak of. Going to be using that Winston upwards mobility and the bubble. I think the bubble can give you a lot of space as well, though, just given how freaking huge it is. Oh no, Stormy! Stormy! That was not the play, brother. Instantly taken out off the back of the whole hog. The pulse bomb comes through, takes down Decaf. No big reses for you, buddy. And this is where the cleanup could very well happen. Only a couple of players left here for Lunettes. Now the Primal Rage is going to come through just to try to create that little bit of extra space, but Sleep will finally get chunked down, and the payload will begin to make its merry way towards the point here. Best not step off, boys. It's overtime. Cannot afford to allow the C9 to happen. The beat drop comes through for the little bit of extra padding once again. The pulse bomb gets value. Decaf denied again, but the res will come through, giving them that little bit of a stay of execution. The damage is too heavy, however. Res will come through to get Zarya back up into the game, and that means that Monarch continues to clean away, but the reses, the spawns are just too quick. They're going to need big damage to come through. Yes, the high noon to deny space, to deny anyone from touching point as Mercy flies through. We're not in Moth meta. You don't get to fly forever. And finally, in overtime, Monarch will take it to the end point.